to you about the classes that we're offering, the free Success Money classes. This is kind of an overview of what's in the foundation. As you know, our purpose is to provide free Success Money classes for anyone, anywhere. Now, there's different methods of learning. We have books that you can download. We have courses that you can watch, courses you can listen to. You can come to live classes. Our purpose is to provide these wonderful courses and classes by best-selling authors, educators, and entrepreneurs. The good news is we have a whole bunch of them. The bad news is we have a whole bunch of them. So we want to make this simpler and easier for you to be able to use and to be able to see. Now, I want to show you the new books that we just launched. I got my first one on Monday night, and you can see there's the new books that we've got. So this is the fourth book that we've done. And I'm going to talk a little bit about those in just a second. But what I really want to do is I want to talk to you a little bit about some of the courses that we have and just give you kind of a quick overview of what some of the classes are that you have access to. In the book itself, we've gone through and simplified and put kind of a list of the different classes that we have that you have access to. And there'll also be a small course catalog that you can download and give away to friends and family as well, because that's the purpose of the foundation is to be able to provide these things for you. So we're so excited about the new 5 Steps book, the 5 Steps to Financial Freedom, 5 Success Money Steps to Financial Freedom, your play guide for a wealthy life. So let's talk about that for a second. But first of all, I want to show you some cool things on the different courses that we have. And give me one second. We're going to take you there. And when you go to the site itself, to the Success and Money Foundation site, you have the ability to go through these wonderful, wonderful classes. And so let's talk about how you get there. So when you come to the website itself, you have the ability to come in and to simply download the books. And I want to show you a little bit about some of the wonderful things that we have for you. And of course, you know that what our missions are. But how do we accomplish that? Well, we accomplish that with multiple methods of learning. There's 3 or 4 different ways you can learn. You can read books, you can watch videos, you can attend live classes. And our goal is to help other people. That's our real goal, is to be able to do that. And so there's all kinds of ways that you can learn. And we want you to do all the above. We want you to do all the above. The more ways that you can learn, the better you are. Now, with that being said, I want to give you an overview of some of the wonderful classes that we have that you have available to you. We have success classes, because in step number 1, the way you make more money is by studying successful people and then do what they do. Add more value, solve bigger problems. As you look at these people, Elon Musk and Walt Disney, you look at Steve Jobs, what did they all have in common? They added more value, they solved bigger problems, and they studied other successful people to see what they were doing, and then they were able to plus it. Walt Disney's favorite thing is to plus it. Whatever you're doing, let's plus it. Let's make it even better. And we're studying all these wonderful people because there's some wonderful people that we want to be able to study. There's success secrets. Success leaves clues. And so that's why I'm so excited. I've been studying and reading books on Buffett for decades. I'm friends with Tony Robbins. I used to go flying with him in his helicopter. I met him 30 plus years ago. Wonderful guy. Dave Ramsey is another person that we study. He's got some wonderful material. And our goal is to introduce you to these wonderful people and what they teach. Robert Kiyosaki, all these wonderful people. In addition to that, all of you need to learn about science, technology, engineering, and math. The world is turning very fast. As I've been all over the world, the one thing that I'm seeing everybody have in common is technology. Even in China, when you find somebody that's just getting started and they come out from the rural areas, maybe the family farm, and they go to the factory, one of the first things that they do when they make a little bit of money is get a phone, because that's how they connect to the world. And the world's becoming a very high-tech place. So we want to be able to study that. Many of you should be doing providing services on the internet for people around the world. I'll use my techno wizards. Jacob's going to school. He's going to a university that's a couple hours away from where I'm at. Ethan, same thing. Josh was over in the Philippines. He's going to school here in America, and he's 4 or 5 hours from me. We meet every day online, and we work together. And I've got content and things that I want to be able to get out to the world. And these young guys, they simply went to some classes for 14, 16 weeks, and now they have the ability to program and take all this wonderful material and get it out to the world. You need to start studying about technology, science, technology, engineering, and math. And so here's some of the people we want to study. We want to study Tim Cook, Tony Robbins, wonderful guy I love. Success and motivational courses. We've got all kinds of, and these are introductory classes. And then the goal is to get you excited about what we're talking about, and then kind of point you in the right direction how to get more. We plant money seeds. We plant money knowledge. We plant money trees. And then your goal is to be able to take that and then continue to learn. But introductions to Think and Grow Rich. My friend Stephen Covey, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Wonderful, wonderful man. And some wonderful books that are out there that we have found and be able to send you to the right place to learn more about it. Your health is your wealth. Huge part of that about how you have to work on your health. That your health is probably more important than anything else. Because if you feel good and you have energy, you can make stuff happen. If you don't, you're not going to make anything happen. So your health is your wealth. That's huge. My good friend James Fletcher, who has a nonprofit where he teaches young investors about investing. All the stuff we teach are kind of an earlier stage, and then we kind of push them to him. And then, of course, all the 5 steps to financial freedom. Here's my friend Michael Gerber, the author of The Entrepreneurial Myth. He trained me when I was in my late 20s. Our business was doing about $7 million a year. And by me implementing the systems that I learned from Michael, the simplify and multiply, our businesses went from about 7 million in gross revenue to 35 million very, very quickly. So I'm a big believer. I really like what Michael Gerber teaches and the entrepreneurial myth and why businesses fail and working on your business, not in it. Okay. Good friend Steve and Betty Gibson. They are the founders of the Academy for Creative Enterprise. Just a wonderful couple. They have over 750 chapters all over the world, and it's nonprofit. And their goal is to help people and teach people how to start businesses, small businesses, and make extra money. So that's a big piece for us. He's allowed us to be able to use his courses. We send people through his Academy for Creative Enterprise. We want to be that seed that pushes you into other areas. So that's a wonderful material there that you can study. My friend Jay Abraham, I paid him a fortune to come in and mentor us, but he took our business. He helped take our business to 3 to 4 times the revenue that was previous to that. And then, of course, I've got other friends, Brandon Barnum, Robert Kiyosaki. I've been on the stage with Kiyosaki. I was in Japan with he and Bob Allen with over about 8,500 people in attendance. That was kind of fun. And then, of course, other people as well. But you've got to study these people. And so our goal is to get you started with those. And of course, there's Kiyosaki's material. And one of the challenges is that sometimes these guys are, they're like phase 2 and phase 3. They're teaching college kind of stuff. They're teaching high school stuff. When in reality, most people, the vast majority of people, we need to teach them the basics first. Simplify, then multiply, simplify and multiply. So that's why we do what we do. Of course, there's Ray Dalio. Had a nice chat with him just recently. He's how the economic machine works. He's really a stud, and he was very encouraging. Telling him what we were doing. He says, go for it, man. Go make it happen. It's great what you're doing. Keep it up. Go keep it up and keep up the good work. So that was pretty cool to be able to get his endorsement on what we're doing. And then, of course, all the materials from Robert Allen and my friend Mark Victor Hansen have some wonderful, wonderful pieces. In your small business, you need to learn how to make more money with your sales. Everybody, it's a game. Money's a game and games are fun. Business is a game and games are fun. People say, well, they can't sell. Well, your job is not to sell people. Your job is to solve problems. Salespeople that grind somebody into the corner and force them to buy something and make them feel stupid or whatever, those deals don't stick, and they're not good salespeople. We don't do that. It's it should be called sales and marketing. It's really marketing and sales. It's really problem solving. Good salespeople simply solve problems. They find out what you need, and then they go figure out where you can get that solution. And that's how good salespeople work. All of you are going to have some real estate. All of you need a place to live. I don't care where you're all living somewhere now. You're all living somewhere now. So our goal is to help you find and get into some real estate, your own house, some rental units, part of our fortune. And the way that we started the foundation is that we started buying real estate in my early 20s. I've been buying real estate for 40 years. And we donated some of that real estate into the foundation. And that's what really founded and funded the foundation, is the real estate that we donated, as well as the Berkshire Hathaway stock. So wonderful materials. Mark Harrelson, first book I ever read on real estate, How to Wake Up Financial Genius Inside You. And that book is available. I'm friends with Mark, and he says, absolutely, I want to help. I want to help other people. Getting back to technology, you all need to learn about technology and things like that. Our goal is to give away free books and help you with that. And so some of the new books that we've created, you can download those off of the website. You can read them on the website for free. You can go to Amazon and get the Kindle version if you'd rather have the Kindle version, or if you'd like the printed version. We are selling those on Amazon, and around the world we'll be using other places as well, like Spotify or some other ones. And our goal is to deliver those to you at basically the cheapest price that Amazon will allow us. All of our royalties, if there's any royalties, gets donated back to the foundation. And our goal is to get these as inexpensive for you as possible. And of course, we've got the different books now. We got the 5 Steps to Financial Freedom, the 101 Success and Money book summaries, the 501 Success and Money quotes, the 1001 Success and Money secrets. We've got all the materials, the flip book that you can teach your kids and teens. You just open up the book and take them through it. And it's 8 by 10. It's nice and easy to be able to read. And so those are free books that you have access to, that we want to make sure that you have. Russell Conwell, the famous author of Acres of Diamonds. There is the library, the Ultimate Success Library, which is wonderful, wonderful materials that are excerpts and summaries of some wonderful, wonderful books. So the goal is to get you exposed to those, and then some of you really love, then you'll go deeper. A book that my dad did. My dad and mom graduated in 1947, and they wrote a book with their high school friends that if I could do it over again, I would. And it's advice to the graduating classes of today. And we give that book out as we do all of our scholarships in high schools and things like that. And then, of course, we got some other great books by Mark Victor Hansen. The whole book on the small business with Steve and Betty Gibson is available to you. My good friend Ross Jardine, the 60-Day Money Miracle. There's courses and books there that you have access to. And of course, Brandon Barnum and others. The free downloads, this is the one I was just telling you about. This is the Money Made Easy playbook. And it's literally a flip book. And you can simply go through it page at a time and teach your kids and yourself about success and money. You can also download the Money Made Easy trackers, the cash flow trackers. They're all available for you. You can download your own $1 million bill. We have these really fun play money and cash cards. So it's kind of, you played with flashcards when you were a kid, ask you a question, then you flip it over and get the answer on the other side. Well, we have those too, and they're downloadable. You can print them and you can share them and have fun with those as well. And then we have all these tools that we've used, the bargain finders, the Find It, Fund It, Farm It forms, wonderful materials on the 50 nothing down techniques that Bob has used. And again, these are great people. This is a legacy project, and these people really want to help and give back. There's a whole section on there by success quotes by Robert Allen, Mark Victor Hansen. Of course, you know, Bob is the author of the Multiple Streams of Income and Creating Wealth, Nothing Down, just best-selling author. And Mark Victor Hansen is part of the Chicken Soup for the Soul series, and those two got together and did some wonderful books. And then our real goal is to get your next step. Where do you go from here? Well, we've got a ton of material for you that we want to help you with. But what's the next step for you? Some of you need to get involved with the Young Investor Society pathway, or even go into, some of you want to even get into the college courses, because we have access to free college courses on personal finance as well. Okay, so that's kind of that's what you have in the different courses. And our goal, of course, is to help you to be successful. You know, our goal is to help you get to that next level. Okay. Now we're going to say goodbye to our friends from around the world. But before we do that, I just want to show you, when you come to the website itself, you come over here to courses, and then you can come down here to the free books and downloads. Okay. So here's the free books and downloads. So if you want to have access to these, you'll simply come over here and click on the free books, and it'll take you to this page. Now you'll notice that the new 5 Steps book, we have that in different sizes. The big one right here, it has 149 color illustrations. So our goal was to make it simple and easy, and it has the secrets, it has the illustrations, and it has a lot of documentation. It has a lot of reading where we teach the concepts. Okay, so you're asking, well, what's really the difference in them? Well, this is 295 pages, and it's got 149 color illustrations. So if you buy it online, it's going to be about $15 US dollars. And again, that's the cost that Amazon puts on there. We're not making any money on it. We're passing that all those savings on to you. And then you can see that Josh and I have been working very hard on this to create smaller versions. This one is only 100. This only has 103 illustrations. It's a smaller book, and it's in black and white. So if you do want to be able to get the hard copy, it's going to be less money. And then, of course, we have a playbook that I want to talk about in the next section, which is the playbook, and it's got 77 color illustrations and 87 pages. Our whole goal here is to be able to create very simple and easy material for you to be able to go through. Now, when you go back to the courses, and again, these are all free, you have access to the 101 Success and Money book summaries, 501 Success and Money quotes, the 1001 Success and Money secrets. Here is the flip book, the playbook that you can go through literally, which is kind of fun. Here's the classes. And then, of course, we've got books by Steve Gibson, Mark Harrelson, Robert Allen. There's Think and Grow Rich, Ross Jardine, you know, and many, many, many more. Mark Victor Hansen, there's the book from my parents. Books on Amazon and eBay. So these are books that you can just open up and read. My good friend J.J. Childers, there's one as well. And of course, you come here to courses, and you can click on all video courses and see the whole list of all the courses that you have access to. And then, of course, we've tried to break it down so it's easier to be able to see and easier to go into chunks. There are some that are just the audio version, so you can listen to them. Less bandwidth because it's just the audio version. Here's courses that have different languages to them. We have many of our courses that you have different languages. It's talked about in English, and then it has the subtitles in different languages. We can do them up to 30 languages. And then, of course, the next step resources and things like that. So that's that part right now. I want to say goodbye to our friends, and we're going to come right back in just a second. And we're going to talk a little bit about this new book, and I want to give you an overview of what's in the new 5 Success and Money Steps to Financial Freedom. It's your playbook for a successful life. So we're going to say goodbye to our friends. We're going to come right back, and I'm going to give you a quick overview of what's in that book so that you can be more successful out there. Thanks for watching, everybody.